Today we're going to talk about fiber and vitamin C, just for a quick little video here. Good morning everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today is actually Tuesday, but you guys are going to see this on Wednesday. It's bright and sunny and 6 degrees out here in Omaha, but at least the wind's not blowing, so it doesn't feel too bad out here. I'm just taking a short little walk today because I have dance class this afternoon. So let's go ahead and jump right on into this thing, because you guys are seeing this on the 15th, which makes it day 15 of World Carnivore Month. And I see the same questions coming into all of the carnivore Facebook groups right now. So I wanted to address these two real quick today. Well, how in the world do you poop without fiber? Well, as we've discussed before, you don't need fiber to go potty. In fact, one of the only pseudoscientific studies that's out there, if you want to see the whole thing, just search Dr. Paul Mason and fiber. But it boils down to this. They had a group of people that presented with idiopathic constipation, which basically means they don't know the reason behind it. The people that were told to increase their fiber, their constipation symptoms got worse. People that were told, obviously, to stay the same, stayed about the same. The reduced fiber group saw marked improvements in their idiopathic constipation. And the zero fiber group, this is the one that really opened a lot of people's eyes. Within the zero fiber group, every single person in that group had complete remission of all symptoms of idiopathic constipation. Now I can tell you, I've been carnivore for 2.5 years. It's not like I've been constipated for 2.5 years. I go to the bathroom. And there are many people out there who have been doing this a lot longer than me, who have no trouble going to the bathroom. So I think it's perhaps time to rethink this whole fiber thing. Now, the one argument that they will make is that, well, why can I never remember that word? Ferment. When you ferment some fiber in your gut, it makes this nutrient that feeds your gut lining. Yeah, well, it's the primary thing that your gut will break fiber down into is, I believe it's called butyrate. And your gut then converts it to butyric acid, which then feeds, I believe it's called the enteric cells of your gut lining. Well, come to find out, what's one of the main ketone bodies that's made from being on a ketogenic diet? Beta hydroxybutyrate. So your enteric cells don't care which side they're getting it from, whether they're getting it from your gut side or they're getting it from the blood side. It's all the same stuff. So you don't need fiber for any reason. But the main thing is constipation. It just doesn't happen. Some people will think they're constipated when they first start, because, when they were eating lots of fiber and lots of plants and lots of highly processed slop, they'd go to the bathroom every day with this great big poop, sometimes twice a day. That doesn't happen, so they think they're constipated, when what's really happening is most of what you're eating gets absorbed and used, so there's very little waste. Oh, it's cold out here, folks. But yeah, there's very little waste. You're actually constipated if you have the bloating and the pain and several of the other symptoms that go along with constipation. If you don't feel bad, but you're just not passing stool, I wouldn't worry about it too much. The other quick one that I want to cover very quickly is vitamin C. Like, oh, how in the world can you eat just a carnivore diet? What are you going to do for vitamin C? Well, there is vitamin C in meat. Not nearly as much as what the daily recommended amounts are, but there is vitamin C in meat. And what happens, as Professor K has explained to us, is that vitamin C is taken up into the cells via the GLUT4 transporter, which is also the transporter that takes glucose into the cells. So he describes it as two guys trying to get through a revolving door. The fatter of the two is usually going to push the skinny guy aside to get through the revolving door. So if your system is loaded with sugar, you need a lot of vitamin C just to get a little bit of vitamin C into your cells. They like to make the claims about, oh, well, you're going to get scurvy, except it just doesn't happen. Scurvy takes about 6 weeks to develop, and here we are. I'm coming up on my 3rd year in May. I don't have scurvy. Everybody I talk to, they don't have scurvy. Look at Rick down in Miami, Charger Mopar. We're going by the house. I need to keep talking for just a minute and get just a little bit more of a walk in here, just to finish loosening everything up before I go to dance. But Charger Mopar down in Miami, he'd been carnivore for 41, it might even be 42 years now. He goes to the bathroom and he doesn't have scurvy. So explain that one. If you need fiber and this diet is short in vitamin C. So as I've been talking about a lot through these first 15 days of the World Carnivore Month, don't pay any attention to the naysayers. I know you want to know as much as you can about this journey you've embarked upon, but there are a lot of naysayers out there who are going to do their best to try and get you to stop. Some of them truly believe what they're saying. Some of them are being paid to say what they're saying. Either way, the main thing I think you should work on or listen to is your own body. You're now 15 days into it. How do you feel? That should be the number one thing you look at. If some of this made sense, don't forget to drop down in the comments and say, hi Bob, maybe hit that thumbs up button. If you've made it to this part of the video and haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? But that's what I've got for you today, folks. I got to go in and do some more stretches to get ready for dance class this afternoon. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.